Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. In this vlog we are going to deal with few things. So we're going to first of all make flavor our yogurt. So the yogurt is made. I've made this yogurt yesterday in an instant pot and this is now ready. Look how thick this yogurt is. Can you see this? It's got loads in here actually. So this is gonna be, this can make all sorts of things. Today we are making a yogurt. I popped to the pantry and I grabbed few jam. So we've got strawberry jam and raspberry jam, what we're going to use in the yogurt today. Also I've got to use up some porridge. These little mini individual packets, I'm gonna use that up within our, and I'm gonna just compost this within our yogurt. Also I'm gonna put some chocolate chip, the Belgian finest milk chocolate chip, to our yogurt today, and I think that's it. I've also made these cookies. Look how cute they are. They are really crunchy and delicious, and I've bought some more flavorings, you know, these edible sprinkles on it. They've got some gingerbread on it, some reindeer, little balls and tiny, all different colored, snowflakes, holly. So I think the upcoming weeks we're gonna make some more cookies and we're gonna decorate them with these little edible sprinkles. Also today I'm going to freeze dry the chilies. You know, all these lovely chilies we've picked absolutely ages ago and lasted actually quite well in a little zippy bag in a fridge. Although I have to admit there are quite a few gone mushy and soft. I had to discard that. It's in a compost bin now. But we've still got so much of these chilies left. I just never had a time to process it, so I've just decided to freeze dry it before we lose them all. I've also got the little Zimbabwe black in here, so we're just gonna either freeze dry these or make it as like a garment, like a little, you know, goes up here for decoration. But I might just freeze dry it because I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time for it. I've still got so much to do. Also, we're gonna have a little sneak peek, gonna go and see the alpacas, and we're gonna go through the seeds. So we're gonna go through the advent calendar seeds up to date. It's 12th of December today, and my seed finally arrived for next year's raised bed garden. So we're going through all the seeds what we're going to sow next year. So yeah, also I'm gonna do dinner. I've just took some stuffed peppers and cabbages out of the freezer, so that's literally just heating up, and that's it. So if you're interested, you are welcome. We are in my new kitchen today, and let's get going. You like apple? Oh, it's like, what's this? You try? No? It's good. No? Okay. Breakfast time. Breakfast time. It has been a week. The new alpaca family arrived to our farm, and honestly I am in love with every single of them. They are the cutest little creatures, so I am looking after them at the moment. So I feed them twice, in the morning and in late afternoon. I'll give them alpaca mix with a little bit of carrot and apple, and they spend the rest of the day out in a field. They've got this quite a few acres of paddock, and they are just roaming around and they eat in grass. They are getting friendlier and friendlier by a day, so I am really, really happy. Look at them. Look at the tiny one in the back. It's 7 months old, but it's still so small. It's got this dark face, it's so cute. I think I'm gonna call her AJ, a little AJ. These two white ones, they are 8 months old. Their name is juniper and jasmine. They came with names. I am thinking of changing the name of the juniper maybe for Jennifer, because we've already got a goat called Juniper. So I'm not sure what to do. What do you think, friends? Look at these cookies. Okay, I'm going to start with the yogurt. So I'm just gonna measure out some yogurt to this measuring jug. It's just easier to pour to those small glass jars from here. And the other reason I'm putting in this jug first, so we can flavor it differently, you know. So let's start with the strawberry jam. Okay, perfect. Oh, this smells amazing. Let's try. Wow, this is amazing. We made this strawberry jam together this year from the garden. So we're gonna go with half a jar of this strawberry jam and give it a good mix. It's already looking amazing. I'm smelling. I don't mind to taste this and put the spoon back because it's only me and I'm gonna eat this. But if I would have gifted this to friends and family, I would obviously use different spoons every time I have a taste test. Okay. Next, let's add a packet of these oats. Oops. Just put it right in there. Well, let's put 2 so that I can easily make like a breakfast yogurt. Perfect. I'll just put this in a bin and have some chocolate chip. Give it a good mix. If I prefer it sweeter, I could probably put some honey in it. But let's try it first, because if I put honey, that gives that honey flavor, and I'm not sure if I want that in here today, because it's got that lovely strawberry jam flavor. You can also, if you want to, we can add the whole jar. But we're just gonna have a taste test in a minute, and the chocolate chip will add extra sugar in it as well, actually. This is good. Right. A couple of handful of this chocolate chip, milk chocolate chip. To do. That's plenty. Give it a good mix. And that's how easy our breakfast yogurt is ready. Strawberry chocolate chip breakfast cookies. So what I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna get some jars ready here, and we're just gonna fill them up. And we're done. Okay, just use that spoon to make sure I don't make too much of a mess. And I make probably a few more jars with exactly the same way, just with, I'm gonna use raspberry jam. I am now doing the chilies, so I've started to do the jalapenos. So I washed all these chilies. I've got this gloves. I really don't like working in gloves. It's so hard, but I have to because these are really spicy. So I've got my compost bin next to me. I just chuck the stalks in there, and I've just cut them in half and remove the insides as much as I can, and all the seeds. And I've got the freeze drying trays next to me, and just literally laying them there in one layer on the freeze drying trays. And when I manage to fill all 4 trays, I will then turn the freeze dryer on, and this hopefully will be ready for us tomorrow. for tomorrow. So next I'm gonna do, probably we've got few cayenne and black Hungarian, and then we've got this beautiful sugar rush family next to work with. And then the Zimbabwe black behind me, what's turned red now. I'm probably just gonna chuck it in a freeze dryer as well, to be honest. I have to tell you this, friends, I'm no joking, I finally got it. What is called sugar rush peach. It smells like a peach. Wow! I cannot believe this. It does smell like peachy, it's sweet. And it's got the color as well, obviously it's got the look. I honestly can't believe this. Wow. That is amazing. So I'm on the last one now, the Sugar Rush family, with this coffin. So behind me on the Aga I've got the cayenne slash black Hungarian chili peppers in one tray. The other tray's got the jalapenos, and these two probably gonna have the Sugar Rush family on it. And if I still got any space on the trays, I'll put those little tiny Zimbabwe black chili peppers on it as well, friends. I can't believe how sweet this, honestly. Smells gorgeous. I know they are spicy though. I'm not sure if I've got any seed left of this variety. Should have some. I've not ordered one because I would like to grow this again next year. We've just had the stuffed peppers and cabbages for lunch today because we missed breakfast and we were really hungry. So that was actually so nice. I've used like tablespoons of our homemade goat's sour cream on the top and some of the... I've not toasted it, I just put some butter on our sourdough bread. It was so good. Filled the gap. And after I finish this, I've got to go out to help Al. He kindly offered to help me to set up my... Remember the old house, that annex? So I'm replicating that here as well in a smaller version. So where I keep, you know, anything to do with beekeeping stuff, cosmetics, you know, with this hand cream, whatever. Like a storage area. You know, where I had those little curtains as well behind the tables. So that needs to be done today. So we're gonna work on that as well. I just can't get over how peachy this smells, friends. It's like crazy. Good morning, it is the next day and a freeze dryer just finished, so we're gonna deal with the freeze dryer first. I'm gonna bring all 4 trays in here on this island, of the kitchen island, and then we're going to deal with it. Then, last night I remembered to take out some goat meat and I'm going to use it, slow cook it in an Instant Pot today. So I've got bits and bobs in here, what we're gonna marinate it with, and then probably just leave it today and then either tonight or tomorrow we turn the Instant Pot on. Actually I might do it today, just marinate it a few hours, we go to the pantry, get some freeze-dried vegetables, goes with it, and we can just do it today. the freeze dryer finished. It took about a day, a whole day, the freeze dryer to freeze dry all these lovely chilies. So I'm ready to open up the freeze dryer and take the chilies out trays, and I will show you what I do with them all. Oh, look at them! They are dry, they're definitely done. The trays are still very warm, but they are crackly, so they are done. At the moment I'm going to put them in jars, label them and leave it to it. Look at this! Hungarian black pepper and a jalapeno and a Zimbabwe black. Looking fantastic. And just leave it to that jar. Whenever I need it, I can just use it up, or I can powder it and use it as a flavorings to any of our dishes what requires a bit of a heat or spice to them. The freeze-dried chili peppers just cooled down a touch, so I think they are now ready to go to jars, because I'm going to use this up fairly soon, within a year. I am going to use oxygen absorbent to each jar, so I'm just gonna put one to each jar and just gonna put this on the lid, and that's it. So basically this smaller one, probably we can fit the black Hungarian chilies in it with a few cayenne. I'm not sure, I can powder this later or just chop it or just put it as it is or use it up as it is in the upcoming month in our food. It all depends what I'm gonna cook with it. I think so, a little bit push it down, it's alright. And I think it looks so good as well. And that's done. I'm just gonna use my marker pen and just write on it what it is. So that's called black Hungarian chili, and just do the same with the rest. So these larger jars I use for the sugar rush family. Again, one oxygen absorber. I put one to each jar what I'm using, and I'm just literally put them in there. It's quick and easy. And I had to do this because I've lost quite a bit. I reckon nearly the third or close to the third. Just lack of time. I've just not had a time to process it. But now it's all done. Put this one. Helps with the better seal. Perfect. And we've got some more. Okay, next job is to marinate these goat meat. So I'm gonna put some bit of oil. Gonna go with some mint, bit of garam masala. Although I've got my, just took out of the freezer the curry paste I make. Let's put a little bit of mushroom powder, some tomato powder, smoked paprika, bit of salt, black pepper, and some Italian style seasoning just because it needs to be used up. So, and then we're gonna put this lovely, oh, smells gorgeous. I can't remember now how I've made it, what I've used, but that's okay. I'm sure it's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna rub the meat all over the place really well with this rub. I cover it with shower cup and I'm just gonna leave it to marinate for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna go to the annex, not the annex, the pantry, and I'm gonna put it on slow roast. Slow cook, and for dinner we're gonna have an amazing food. I'm ready to make breakfast now, so I'm gonna use my homemade goat's cheese, stored eggs, well, I've just done a test in a sink in the water, so they all still good, they sunk. So I've just used that curry paste, where the curry paste was in the bowl, cracked the eggs in for some extra flavour. I've added a little bit more salt, and we've got this beautiful purple carrot from our garden, and homegrown onion, green tomato chutney, and then we've got chard, kale, and these mixed beautiful lettuces from the garden for breakfast today. So I'm just gonna cut up the salads like that, and I'm just literally gonna add a little bit of this green tomato chutney to it, pinch of salt, and chop up these carrots, and it's done. A little bit maybe needs peeling, not much. That's inside, it's orange. How cool is that? So I'm just gonna slice it up real thin, like that. So good. We've still got loads of shallots left need to be used up. We've got plenty fresh onions as well, plenty freeze dried. I'm just going to a little bit scrape this. I'm in a pantry now and I'm just looking around what we can take to that pot dinner. Maybe some, I can put some beans. That's freeze-dried runner beans and French beans and butter. Maybe put some carrot, cauliflower. I can put some cauliflower. And maybe some, this is diced freeze-dried courgettes. We can add some freeze-dried tomatoes, and with the rest I can make tomato powder. Perfect. Anything else? We don't need any herb, any seasoning, because we've marinated the meat. Shall we put beans in there? Should have soaked it overnight. Let's have an experiment. What's gonna happen if you don't soak the beans? So, okay, let's open these up and put maybe about a cup each. Cauliflower, carrot, beans. See how crunchy they are still, that's what you want. And they're still really nice and crunchy like that. Perfect. Let's have some courgettes. Is this courgette or let's try one. You see how crunchy that is? I think this is kohlrabi. Yeah, that's kohlrabi. So good. And I'll do. And tomatoes. Let's try one. So good. Okay, take this now. That needs resealing, but I'm thinking we're gonna just powder this. Look at all these lovely homegrown veggies. I'm gonna do something what might be a mistake. It might be not. We're gonna add about half a cup these dried beans. Right, the meat's been now marinated for a while, so I'm just gonna add all the ingredients what we've gathered from the pantry. See, the reason I like canning in half a pint stock, because sometimes you don't need the lot. I mean, this half a pint I reckon would be just right for us to use in this meal. I think we're good. All this apple juice I've just took out from the freezer. Yesterday we had this with breakfast. So good. These apples actually from this property. Just give them a little mix like that. And I think we're good. I'm just gonna put this in an instant pot and let it do the job. I'll show you what I do with these tomatoes. Bit by bit, we're just going to powder this. And again, just with a little bit of water added to it, or, you know, broth stock, then it makes a lovely tomato paste with whatever, as you want to make as a pizza sauce or tomato soup, bolognese, anything like that. This one will make this lovely yellow color because it's got lots of yellow cherry tomatoes in it. I usually like to do these jobs, it's a lot quicker in a coffee grinder. It's suddenly just really powdery and beautiful. That works in this as well. It powders it nicely. Oh.
Lily's getting more affection now, rubbing head on you.
Yeah.
You notice?
Yeah. The goat curry, it's done. Let's have a taste test. It is lovely. I've got some sea buckthorn and some cranberry sauce. Welcome back. It is the next day and today I am going to show you the seeds that I've ordered from She Grows Veg, what we're gonna sow and grow the next growing season, and also my advent calendar. It is 14th today, so I've been busy opening them up, but we still got a few more to open. So yesterday's I've not opened, so we do that together, and today's. And this is in this little cool bag. Look, how cute is that? So, but let's go through the seeds what I've ordered for next year first, and then we're gonna come back to advent calendar seeds. Okay, let's do this. So I've kind of grouped them. I've opened that, it's arrived a couple of days ago now. So I'm just gonna put them all out in here, and I'm just gonna talk about it, what we're gonna sow next year together. Probably we're gonna do a bit more what is in here. We're gonna go through when it's closer the time when I'm gonna plan the gardening season, the old seeds, and probably we're gonna pick a few from there as well when we're gonna do the what to sow in each month from next year. But this one is, so we've got in here cauliflower, 2 different varieties. One it's purple, one it's the box standard. So the Romanesco, Jessie, and the purple one it's called Sicilian Violet. So I'll bring you closer in a minute and I'll show you all, because they look so pretty. And then I've got cabbage, the January King. Then I've got the Holland Late Winter. I've sowed this last year, and honestly I had this one cabbage, it was just like in here in this picture. It was amazing. I'm not sure if you remember, if you were here with me. And then I've got the red ball Brussels sprouts. How cool is that? Okay, next one is the courgettes and squash. What I went with for next year is, I can't pronounce this one, but I will show you closer in a minute. We've got Baby Boo, this white pumpkin, what we're going to decorate next fall the house with. I tried to order this, I think these are French varieties, but I wasn't successful growing this, but I'll try again. I've got another Italian flight, the white boar. I'm sure I've tried this as well, because it rings me a bell, the name, but I definitely was not successful because I can't remember having this really. Then we've got cucumbers and courgette. So the courgette, Baby Boo squash, this pumpkin, another pumpkin, the flat white ball, cucumber, and the courgette. Next, the beans and stuff. So we've got dwarf beans, yin yang. They look so cool, like this puppy yin yang style, like the dogs. Sunset runner beans, I grew this last year, it's lovely. Got other French beans, telephone pea, I grew this last year. Autumn light again, the broad beans. Some French beans, what looks like borlotti, fire tongue, and 1,500-year-old cave bean, French bean. So cool. Look at all these. I'm just gonna flick this through because it's loads. What I was thinking in a raised bed garden, you know, to build those arches, what I like for beans, I think it's gonna be so pretty. Right, next we've got a few sweet corn and drying corn in here, the glass jam and the two, look at this. So I've got golden bantam, I've grew that before, I don't know how to pronounce this one, early something, and the glass jam. Right, the next are the kale and lettuces and stuff. So we've got all these. I've got Jardin ivory, looks really cool, I'll show you in a minute. Some other kale, amaranth, garlic kale, that sounds interesting. Edible tree, beef and onion tree, kale, another Toscana, you know, the box standard, what I always do. And then we've got bronze beauty lettuce, arcade baby leaf, Copacabana baby leaf lettuce, the outrageous, the Sawox, I don't know how to pronounce that in either, but I grew that last year. Speckled trout, I've got the sunset, that Yellowstone Swiss chard peppermint, and I've got another outrageous. Have I got that twice? I must have got that twice. I've got two of those. Right, let me just show it closer. This is two. I've got two of these. Swiss chard. It just looks so pretty. Tomatoes. It's one of my favourite things to grow. So I've chose loads again. So I went with the black cherry, the Cuban black pepper-like, black Russian, green giant, that was my favourite from last year, true black brandy wine, black beauty, I love the black beauty as well, green doctors, my favourite cherry tomatoes, long keeper and green copia. Let's have a look. I've ordered a few onions, so I've got the Galactos, I'm gonna grow them from seeds, some perennial onions, red buncheon and Italian flat. I've got the Machu Picchu chili pepper. I've already ordered this one chili. Probably we've still got loads from last year. And then we've got carrot and beetroot. So I went with the golden eye. But I also need to find that rouge something from last year. That was amazing. And this carrot. Look at the size of this carrot. Let's see if we can grow this. And that's the chili pepper I went with. Looks like a black Hungarian actually. So these are all the seeds we're gonna grow next year. And then now we're on to our advent calendar. So far what I've opened, the Cresco dwarf beans. We've got sweet pepper, Lessia, we've got nasturtium mahogany jewel, Utah celery, bull's blood beetroot. That might be, I'm gonna grow this because she sells this as a microgreens, but I might grow this as an actual beetroot. Shark's fin melon, squash, Karma purple, tomato. I've got the carrot, so I've got two of these carrots now. That's so far we've got the cabbage, onion, long red Florence, melon Ogan and a peppermint Swiss chard. So far the peppermint Swiss chard and that carrot is the same, what I've ordered, what's in my advent calendar. But we've got 2 more to open. So let's open and see what's in here. Small seeds, celery, carrot, parsnip. I'm so glad there is a parsnip, hollow crown. Yes, I'm very happy for the parsnip. And let's see the next one, what's in the 14th, is actually today. Cylindra beetroot. Wow, that looks amazing. I'm very happy for that as well. Let's just show you quickly closer. So all these are the Advent, what was it, the Advent calendar seeds, and we are now halfway through of all these. Oh, the sun just came out, it's lovely. Haven't seen the sun for a while in here, in my climate. Alright friends, so I think we came to the end of this vlog. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me this week. We've been doing a lot. The chili peppers are now in the jars. I wrote on it what variety of chili, freeze-dried chili it is. So that's amazing. Dinner was amazing. The goat curry, really yummy. Still got loads left. With these seeds, what I'm gonna do the upcoming months now, I'm gonna draw a plan what I'm gonna sow when to each bed. But for now, bye friends.